Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to the Andrew Tate Show, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. We've got a great show for you guys today. We're going to be covering Deion Sanders and recruiting for Colorado, Nick Saban's insights on name, image, and likeness, and as always, since it's Friday, we will be doing our Friday special of dating horror stories. Before we start, I'd like to ask that you guys like and follow the show. Also, we get a number of questions from viewers that come in during the show, so to ensure that your question gets read on the air, I ask that you use the tips and donation link with your question. The tips and donation link is gsmcpodcast.net. This puts your question at the top of the list so that I can see it, and it also just really helps the show. Hello, Tate. How are you?
Hello, Miss Faith. Okay,
All
I'm
right.
starting to. I was feeling a little under the weather when we first started today, so just trying to make it through.
Hey,
But I
snacking
do
on
want to
some
tell you
Skittles.
something.
Yeah, I was watching,
Skittles.
like, I could see you in the corner of my eye while I was doing the intro, and I love how you, like, dusted your hands off. like you had crumbs or something from the Skittles.
You know, brother like to be clean and neat.
Oh,
What I was
goodness.
going to tell you is,
Mm,
it's funny. I was talking to a group of friends of mine
mhm,
that actually listened to the show.
mhm.
And they were all talking about the whole last show, or I think it was last show or show before, the woman with the gas card.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Everyone was like, they would have used so much gas that they'd be
Everybody
20.
would be in jail.
Everyone would be in jail.
Yeah.
Everyone looked at it the same way as I did. That's like, listen, if you got a gas card and you're just using your rewards and you're getting free gas,
Listen, okay.
you're using everything. All right, go ahead.
I'm not saying that I wouldn't use it. I would 100% use it, but I, wouldn't do it. I would do it in a way where I wouldn't get caught, You have to do things strategically so you don't get caught. And this lady was
So
doing
you're
it.
a criminal. Wait a minute.
No.
Because we're just innocently using the card. You're like, I gotta be strategic with it.
Well, because obviously that was definitely a glitch, I think anybody could say that that was a glitch. Who's going to give you free gas? In this economy, nobody.
Matter of fact, I'd have some gas in the Caymans too, by the way.
Ship it out.
I'd be shipping gas to
Oh,
my little
gosh.
offshore account somewhere. I'd have gas everywhere. Anyway, guys,
Oh,
that was just a little
also,
insight.
I forgot yesterday was Pi Day, and I celebrated Pi Day yesterday. 3.14. Me and my boyfriend made pizza pies for Pi Day. It was really good
See,
too.
I don't think of pizza as a pie.
Pizza pie.
So,
It's like that song, with
just
me.
because it has a pizza on the name, that is not a pie.
Okay, well, agree to
Well,
disagree.
the people would disagree with me on that one as well. But it's kind of I feel that way, like some people are like, pineapple don't belong on pizza.
I love pineapple on
And
pizza.
pineapple on pizza is awesome.
It's delicious.
And for all you jokers out there that's
We're
like,
probably
pineapple don't belong on pizza, if you can get pineapple on pizza in Italy, you can get pineapple on pizza in the US.
we're probably gonna lose
Just to let you know.
subscribers for saying that. Hot take: pineapple belongs on pizza. Oh,
Look,
okay.
if you get a pizza here,
Mm.
if you get like a tropical pizza here, it's pineapple
Mango.
and mango.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember
And
you
that's
telling me that.
I like that. Mango on pizza is highly underrated. Crazy.
Oh gosh.
All right, let's
Alrighty.
dive into our real work here.
So, Deion Sanders has reportedly has not made any in-home recruiting visits as Colorado's coach. Deion Sanders has always done things differently, whether during his superstar playing days as primetime or during his current status as Colorado's coach prime. But a new report from USA Today reveals just how differently Sanders has approached the recruiting trail since arriving in Colorado in December of 2022. More specifically, he has not exactly hit that trail. According to USA Today's review of public travel records and subsequent confirmation with the University of Colorado, Sanders has not made any off-campus recruiting visits since taking over as Buffalo's head coach in December of 2022. Like many other aspects of Sanders' tenures with the Buffaloes, that is extremely unique and nearly unheard of among major college football head coaches. By comparison, USA Today reported that according to public records, ex-Michigan head coach Jim Harbaugh made 145 off-campus visits with recruits and or their families from December 2022 through when he left the defending national champion Wolverines for the NFL's Los Angeles Chargers in January. So, seems like a lot of other head coaches go off campus to do recruiting, and Deion Sanders does not.
All coaches tend to travel like crazy when they're recruiting. I mean, they're coaching or they're on the road recruiting. And I found that when I first saw this, I thought it was wrong. I'm like, no way. Coaches are on the road all the time. And then, I was like, wow, can that be the case? Not one trip? Is that is so different than I'm talking like Division III coach. Even like the Mount Union colleges and Walsh colleges of the world to the University of Akron's and the University of Buffalo, all the way to Georgia and Florida State. They all travel like crazy recruiting. And I was thinking about that and I'm like, wow. But Deion is a different kind of guy. First off, Deion, his fame and his history is just so big and so legendary that he's able to recruit and go out and recruit in the transfer portal for second year, having the #1 transfer portal class and everything that he's been doing without even leaving campus is just unreal. The second thing that made me think about this is this. Totally separate conversation. I'll dive back into Deion traveling. But for someone who's worked in the past in some broadcast companies and things, isn't it funny how people will look for a story even when there's not a story?
Yes.
Why? If someone's going through and checking public records, like, why isn't first? I bet you initially they were like, let's see how much Deion, where are you going? Trying to get a story like, oh, he's using it for, his own personal use. Then he finds out, oh, he's not going anywhere. That's my new story.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if he's traveling or not traveling. What matters is the fact that he is recruiting his tail off.
Yeah.
The fact that he took the worst team in the country for almost a decade and has single-handedly turned them around. Granted, I know they didn't finish strong, but that was more about depth. There was so many players that you could bring on. And as the season went on, the depth of the team really suffered. When you look at this year and you look at the recruiting class, he has done a great job. I don't even know if there's enough balls to go around for the wide receivers that they have. Deion has been recruiting and recruiting and recruiting. I just don't like, and this is just my assumption, that sometimes people will look for a story when there's no story to be had.
You gotta pay them bills, man.
So, but also, I think, I don't have any information, just saying, I think that part of why Deion doesn't haven't traveled so much is he has had an ongoing health scare with blood clots and surgeries in his leg and things of that nature, which, if you know anything about blood clots and those kind of issues, flying can be very dangerous. And so that could be a factor in it as well. But it definitely speaks to why more people should start thinking about some of these celebrity style coaches. Think if he's able to do what he's done by not even leaving. Imagine if you had a coach like Deion, but he traveled as much as Harbaugh. He'd be looking at a national championship already. It is impressive. When you in the Deion, it's the Deion effect. That this whole thing is about the Deion effect. The fact that he doesn't have to travel to bring in players, the fact that someone's actually going through public records to see if he is traveling or if he's traveling too much. I was talking to someone that I know in the Colorado area, in the Boulder, Colorado area, and talking about the tourist dollars and how much Deion coming to Colorado, how much it changed the economy. They always had a big tourist economy, but it has just gone, way above and beyond to, record levels because people are coming in for the games, people are coming in. So tourism has bloomed. Businesses have the Deion effect, where businesses are getting record-breaking numbers this past year because of the people that have come in. The University of Colorado, their enrollment numbers have skyrocketed, all because you brought in one man, and that is Deion Sanders. It is impressive what has happened and how there's this whole economy, this whole, Deion Sanders world that is going on that I don't know if any other coach could do this. It's amazing.
Well, I did read while Deion Sanders is not traveling, he's sending off assistant coaches to do that. So assistant coaches have made over 90 in-person visits to recruit for two recruits and families since he's taken over. So while he's not traveling, somebody else is.
Right. And see, that goes with the whole fact of having those blood clots, the fact that he's legendary for his speed and his athleticism, and the blood clots have gotten to the point where he almost lost his whole leg. They had to cut part of his foot off, things like that. So traveling can be incredibly tough for a person with that kind of a health issue. And it sounds like it's ran in his family because he's had other family members that he has lost because of this. But I don't think a lot of other coaches, matter of fact, I know this for a fact, there's a lot of other coaches that would not, they'd be in a world of trouble if they're like, hey, coach, coaches don't travel anymore. That's their bread and butter. That's what keeps them going. And the fact that kids are getting excited because an offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator or a linebackers coach just showed up at my house, and it's like, hey, I'm going to get you on a Zoom call with Coach Prime. And just a call from Coach Prime on Zoom or, a FaceTime call is enough to get them to come there. That's impressive. What
Okay,
happens if he did start doing the traveling? What are we gonna say?
I have a question. With the like coaches traveling and everything like that, but with the stuff that's been going on with name, image, and likeness and everything like that, how does coaches traveling to visit those people in order to recruit, how is that okay, but like not decorating up a dorm room for someone to come on campus is
Oh,
not.
okay. Yeah, there's a whole see there's a little different. Okay,
It's a
so
little off topic, but you know.
no. This is a good transition though. There's three things in there you just brought up then.
Mm-hmm.
First off, the name, image, and likeness. The one thing Deion has done a really great job on is navigated the name, image, and likeness world,
Mm-hmm.
where getting like the top name, image, and likeness player in the country is Arch Manning, which is Peyton Manning's nephew, Peyton and Eli Manning's nephew,
Mm-hmm.
and Shador Sanders, Deion Sanders'
Mm-hmm.
son.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the top two name, image, and likeness people in all of college football. And from everything that I have been seeing, that part, people have been able to come to Colorado and get some name, image, and likeness deals that have been phenomenal. So Deion has done a great job navigating the name, image, and likeness. The coaches travel, that's a whole different bucket of money. Coaches are allowed to travel and go back and forth. The middle one is what you're talking about. These crazy NCAA rules
Mm-hmm.
where to fill everyone in, the NCAA passed a new rule about a few weeks ago that you can't do photo shoots and you can't decorate a player's room when they come on a recruiting trip anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Those are special benefits. So if a player goes there before, they take pictures and everything, and then when the player goes to their room, it's decorated, with Colorado or Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they have a couple of little bears here and there, like the cow bear here or the buffalo, and just some swag for the players. Nothing too elaborate,
Mm-hmm.
just welcome for visiting. And the NCAA is like, nope, that's a special violation. I mean, that's a special treatment. Can't get that. So, and this is the problem that has gone on with college football and the NCAA and why so many people do not like them is because I feel like, again, that's someone looking for a problem when there's no problem at all.
Yeah.
And which is unfortunate. That's part of the reason why sometimes I'm in favor of college football breaking away from from the NCAA, because if it was, hopefully it would run more like a corporation where players would get paid. They, take name, image, and likeness out of it and just get a basic salary, and anything you get on endorsement is your own business.
Mm-hmm.
That's the world that I feel like we're heading to. But this whole world where a coach can get suspended because he bought a kid a cheeseburger,
Yeah.
Harbaugh, or because some cheerleaders came in there and decorated your room, it makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was a great point what you brought up there.
Yeah. Just all these dumb rules
There's a
that.
lot of dumb rules the NCAA has, which needs to. The NCAA, if they were smart, they would step back.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got another message in here about Deion Sanders. That's kind of weird. One just popped up. The NCAA should step back, look at college football, and look at college sports in general,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of overhaul it.
Yep.
Overhaul the schedule, the college football calendar, the way things are done. As a whole, the world has changed. And the NCAA, I feel like they've been holding on to this old world that is disappearing and they're not adjusting.
Mm-hmm.
And those who do not adjust get left behind. And that's kind of what I'm seeing with name, image, and likeness, players getting paid, the Florida State, Ohio State, the Big Ten, SEC, and what they want to do with the college football playoff. Deion Sanders doing things not the traditional way. All of this is tied together. This is the new NCAA. This is the new college football. The NCAA needs to catch up. Mm-hmm. And for that matter, a lot of the fans, unfortunately, have to catch up because things change so fast that people hadn't had a chance to adjust to it. But looking at Deion not traveling, everything that he has done, Deion has definitely shown that he is part of the new modern day NCAA world.
Mm-hmm.
So
seems like the NCAA is like the movie Mean Girls. Like, you can't sit with us. You can't do all this stuff.
It's just some of the rules are just so
mm-hmm.
crazy. So
yeah.
Yes, I'm with you.
But I mean, props to Deion Sanders for doing what he's doing.
That is impressive. If mm-hmm. you haven't gone on any trips and you're bringing in these transfer portal classes and things that you're doing and bringing in the top players that you have, man, that's impressive.
Yeah.
And and that's people say, oh, he has an extra advantage because he's so famous. Hey, you use what is given to you.
Take it where you get it, man.
you get in where you fit in.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
All right, guys. Well, with that, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to be talking about Nick Saban's insights on name, image, and likeness in college football evolution. So stay tuned, guys.